Welcome to the talk of today, the workshop of today, AI and the Future of Careers, which Timur and Parastu will lead and present in a second. What is the Gen AI Gurus? This is the community from which we are organizing this event. And we are around about 1 year or very soon 1 year old. So not really old, but already got today to 900 members. I just checked in the Meetup group, and Meetup is our center of operations where we publish all the events and everything. So it's definitely the right place to be up to date. But also in LinkedIn, we try to replicate at least the events, and also we add additional content and links and posts, etc. You see on the right some of the most active organizing team members, I would say. We have also Gerd in the line and myself today. So my name is Carlos Hernandez Vaquero. I work as software development manager in Bosch. And Gerd, you want to say some words?
Yeah, I'm just, I want to keep the people waiting. So I'm with a Google Cloud partner. Let's just go on.
Let's just go on. Okay, let's go with the cool stuff. Just before that, that you are aware, this call is being recorded at the moment, and we will, once we finish, upload it to our YouTube channel. So it's definitely a place you can go and check what events have happened so far. And if you miss a call the next time, you can always check them there. We have our website, genaigurus.com. I will show in a second how that looks like. And also we have a Discord server, which is slowly getting very full of life, or step by step, and also our GitHub repos. And what I would like to show you, is the very rough overview. Sorry, I need to keep admitting people when they try to join. Our very high level overview on what is going on. So this is our website, and you can see here some of the latest informations. And you see here few links. Actually, they are links, very small, but maybe we need to make them bigger somehow. This is taking us to the YouTube channel. So if you have missed a call, you can come here and see the recordings. Like last time we had this Gen AI Gurus project incubator. Also, we have this symbol of Markdown. For some reason, is the link to the Meetup group. And here is where you can see all the upcoming events. So we are today in the AI and the Future of Careers. And this is the number I also wanted to show you. Exactly 900 today at this moment. Well, maybe if you update the page, it's 901. I don't know. And we have our monthly community call. This next one is next week, where people can connect between different participants. So everyone is welcome to have an open discussion. And on 22nd of May, we will have the kickoff of the we have been discussing in the community a project incubator with support from the Microsoft for Startups Founder Hub to get funding for Azure and OpenAI credits. At the end of May, we will have a very interesting session with Thomas Yalom. This is a Meta's AI expert, one of the main contributors to the Llama 2 and Llama 3. So if you look their technical papers, he's always mentioned there. So I think it will be very interesting. If you want to join that, this is about answering questions. So bring your questions about Llama 2 or Llama 3. And beginning of June, we will have the Pandas AI talk with their CEO. Just finished the Y Combinator accelerator in the US. Very interesting. The project and the situation with this startup. And to finish what we have at the moment in the pipeline, end of June, we will have a talk from a law firm experts on privacy and law about AI. So what do we need to know if we are building systems with artificial intelligence in terms of general data protection regulations, or GDPR, and also the EU AI Act as main points. This was just announced yesterday, and it's still some time to go. So as you see, a lot going on, but that's enough for warming up. Now we will go to the topic of today, and with this, without any introduction, I let you introduce yourself. I give it to Timur and Parato.
Thank you very much, Carlos, and welcome to this event today, AI and the Future of Careers. Before we start, I would like to motivate you, use the chat function to do some comments, or also the question and answer chat for placing some question. We will handle the question while the workshop, and at the end of all parts, so that we can also have a short discussion about these topics. So thank you very much for coming here. My name is Timur Şereflioğlu. I'm PhD student at the University of Siegen, and I'm AI trainer and coach for SMEs in Germany. My focus is on human-centered AI. That means the human is always in charge. So it's always in the center of all developments and all interactions. And especially with AI, this human-centered series is very, very important. Yeah, we see AI as assistant systems surrounding us, surrounding the environment in we working in, and therefore human-centered AI, very important case. I'm working also for the Mittelstand Digital Center in rural regions. Is the right translation, I guess. Yeah, that's first from my side. And also, I apologize for maybe not perfect speaking English, but you can do it like ChatGPT and do some text completion in the context, so that you can understand me a little bit better if I say something weird. So we will start with a short introduction of you as well. So I introduce myself to you. I would like to have a little bit more information about the people who is sitting here and listening me. You can scan this QR code with your mobile phone. After scanning this code with your mobile phone, you will come into a user interface where you have some options to choose. So you can write now a word. What do you think this word is explaining? What you think to gain from this workshop today? Yeah, write it and press enter to come in this place. But I see no words. Why? Now it's starting. Okay, perfect. So knowledge, of course. Yeah. What other words? AI tools. Yeah, we will also meet some AI tools. State of job market was AI. Okay. Networking. Yeah, it's also possible networking with AI gurus. We have always meetups, and that is very great for networking with people who is interested in AI. Would you scan this QR code? I will give you the QR code again. Give me a short sign in the chat if it's not possible for you to open the QR code.
For me, it's possible, Timo, so I think it should be fine.
Is the chat open for people?
Let's see. If someone would write something, would be great. Yeah, exactly. Seems to be.
Okay, so we got some words more. Skill sets. My kids' education. Inspiration, networking, skill set. What do we have another one? How AI influence careers. Yeah, I think we will get an answer to it. So let me go to the next question. You will also have now changing the question in your user interface. So in this part, you should place somehow with the finger, I guess, where are you sitting right now? From where are you watching us? So if you're not in Europe, you can place it somewhere at the border from here, or border here down, or on the right side. Great Britain, Poland, Spain, North Africa, great, Germany, Berlin, Paris. I see Paris in the chat. So great. So let's go to the next question. For all newcomer, I give you again the QR code. So in this case, I asked you about your about the activity, about the branch you're working in or the industry. So we have here first financial sector, other sectors. Yeah, other sectors very strong. Maybe you can write in the chat as well what sector this is. Manufacturing, education. Oh, eight people from other sector was not was in the prepared. Entertainment, IT, okay. What other industries? Yeah, IT, health. But health and social economy, I wrote here as industry. Great. And the other people, what choose the other? Is it also IT, entertainment, consulting? Yeah, consulting could also be service. IT, okay, good. A lot of people from IT, very well. So let's go to the next slide. In which area do you see the greatest potential for AI innovation in your company? Production process, customer management, internal administrative processes, product development, or business intelligence analytics? Great, internal administrative process. BI, of course. Sounds very good. So 13 people from internal administrative process see there the most potential. Very great. So let's go to the next one. How would you rate your company's current level of AI implementation? Not yet started, first steps taken, ongoing implementation, ongoing. Oh, sorry, there's there's one missing. Fully integrated and optimized. Ongoing implementation, very good. First steps taken, perfect. And fully integrate and optimized, one person. What industry is it? You can write it in the chat. So the most people have the first step taken. That's very good. So let's go to the next one. How important is the use of AI for the future of your company? So what do you think? Is it very important? Is it less important or unimportant? Yes, of course, important, very important, a little bit stronger as a match. It's pretty much important, I would say. less important. Okay. So I think this is the last one. In your opinion, what is the biggest challenge in implementing AI? So there's often some limitations. So what do you think? What is your limitations in implementing AI? Lack of qualified employees. Yeah, this is actually a problem. Because the topic is very new, or there are so many knowledge missing. Convince of management. Great. So that is the biggest part at the moment. Integration into existing systems, data security and data protection. I don't know how it is in other countries, but in Germany, we have here very big issues in this part. Convince of management. So safety and security company data we have in the chat. Great. So let me see how we have one. Yeah, but it's pretty much equal. What is the other reason? So you can write it in the chat. I will go to the next slide, but this was the last slide. Prejudices. So I don't know what is that. Using my AI translator. Okay, yeah, of course. Oh, it's in German Vorurteile. Prejudices. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for giving me a short understanding of who is listening me and who is interested in that, what we do at the moment. So then let's go to the presentation. The presentation will be held like, we will talk a little bit about large language models. So I will shortly describe what is it and what's happening. And then I will show also some new tools and what is happening in the society transformation. So I will lead you through the whole progress where we will meet different AI solutions. So for example, text generation, image generation, and video generation, and how this could impact your career. And also what we would talk about is education. So what is the education strategy you should concentrate on? So what could you do to be prepared for AI? So after my part, so Parastu will take over the presentation, and she prepared some practical tips for you, and we will listen to her with these tips. So let me start with my presentation. Yeah, that's me. I'm not pretty much photogenic, so I tried to improve this image. So that was more or less the first steps with AI, with generative image AIs, I mean. And the result was this one. So I don't know, I would say pretty much accurate. I don't know, what is it? Is it potatoes flying around? Not sure. But I have here, you see my hand. My hand was is a man's décolleté actually in this image. But yeah, of course, that was my first try with this one. I think pretty much interesting what we can do with images. We have a lot of different players in this area. It's Microsoft, Google, Anthropic, and OpenAI. Everybody is doing this run to be the best player in this market, to get the most market parts. And this is a hard fight because there's also a lot of open source technology what is running on the market and what is also pretty much good at the moment. So, and this is so more or less the biggest players. Gemini with the new multimodal AI capabilities, and Copilot also with multimodality in AI, and Anthropic is one how can I say, enclave from OpenAI, what built their own company as competitor. yeah, and natural language processing is the speech model, and this speech model is based on different AI technologies. So it started with standard machine learning. So we speaking about a mathematical function. It's based on regression statistics. So in the output we get here after training with a lot of iterations of words and meanings and understandings, and the result is that we get some statistically calculated accuracy or possibilities of word combinations. So let me show you a little bit in visual how it works. So therefore I prepared here a short video, or I copied a video to here, that you can see just visually what is working, what is going on in this mathematics behind. So at the left side, you see a mathematical cloud. This is neural network with nodes. And in these nodes are a lot of calculations. And you see on the right side what is happening after this calculation. It's the output is words combination. And with this, there is going it's going to be a generative text generation. Do you hear a sound from us? Did I slide it right? Okay.
No,
So
I think you shared without a system sound.
Yeah,
Could that be?
I will share again so that we have sound as well, because I have still another videos as well.
Oh yes, that's better.
A little bit dramatically. Great. Yeah, AI transformation. Is that the right image I choose? I don't think so. I think the right image could be more or less this one. But is it true? Is it really going that fast? I don't know. So I think the technology is really going that fast, but the transformation going more or less like this. So in Germany, we have this situation. We're trying to digitalize all companies and also public institutes, but this is going very, very slow. So at the moment, we don't have a fully digitalized companies, so that you can see we have, I don't know, 90% digitalized. No, it's not like this. So, and we're doing this since 20 years. We're trying this from institutional and from the research parts that we support SME and organizations to be more digitalized, but this is the speed of this digital transformation progress. And with AI, it will be also very slow if it's coming in the real work situation. So of course, all people started with some AI projects, but if the real use case is coming in the company and is really as placed product in the company so that people really use it, it will be yeah, a little bit longer time for getting this. But we could be in yeah, if we move in the history, we could think that we are maybe in the same situation like the people in the industrial revolution, starting in 60s, 1760s years, while the manufacturing was yeah, going down and the industry's automatization was raising a rise, and the industry was really pretty much starting. And there was also a very big change. So the people changed how they worked. So before they worked with hand making, with handcraft, and after this transformation, the people was more or less on a machine and did some very random jobs. So, but the wheels of the countries was really increased at this time, and the jobs changed, but the wheels very increased. So, and maybe we are at the same time, but our job, also complex jobs, are now in the transformation and the automation, what we never saw before. Example, this is an project from Goldman Sachs, a consulting company, what tested or was analyzed some industries. And if you see here on the left side, do you see legal with 44%? That means 44% of tasks of lawyers could be automated. Sorry. So now we have it. Could be automated. Do you think lawyer fear now to losing her jobs? Please send me a sum up or a yes or no in the chat. What do you think? Legal, so lawyer very fearing losing her jobs. 44% of the jobs could be automated. So that means maybe we don't need any more 40% of lawyers, because lawyers are very expensive. We could save this money, maybe. What do you think? Do you think they fear losing her jobs? Yes or no? So we have one statement here, the Industrial Revolution, as well as all others, didn't have one ingredient. The tools were without voice or opinion on how to improve themselves. This is why the revolution will be very fast, and the gap between revolutionized and left behind will grow instantly fast. No, I don't think so that we will go very fast. The technology will come very, very fast, but the transformation will be still not that fast. Maybe in some companies, but if I think about the whole society and whole landscape of companies, that will be not that fast, because I'm with the SME and also in rural regions. So, and I see how far away they are from AI, but they want to have AI and they do everything in this direction, but this transformation will not be that fast as I show with the high-speed train. So, but
Maybe
I didn't got any answer
what is
about
fast.
What is fast? Yeah, this is a good question. Yeah. What is fast? What is fast? Yes. So like fast, like that we have a disruptive situation. It will be a disruption, of course, but not very fast that we have any issues. That means only way to keep AI from taking your job is to use AI to do your job better, maybe. So this could be one statement. So I think this is true. I don't think so that lawyer has a fear that they lose her jobs. No, say they are very happy. They say, great. So 44% of my daily tasks could be automated with AI. That's very, very good, because this all are tasks what I don't want to do. So I can concentrate more on qualitative work, maybe, so that I concentrate more on my clients or doing more creative jobs, what is making me maybe more happy. So this is just theory, what I say now, but this could be like this, so that we have more time for qualitative job, that we have more time to concentrate on human, so on our colleagues, on clients. This could be a change in having more time. But you can also write another opinion in the chat. We will handle it later on. This one is Gary. He's an Silicon Valley guy. He's a tech guy, and he had an interview in a bar or club, I don't know. And the interviewee asked him, what do you think, what should we do if AI is taking our job, so as writer, so what we can do, so we will lose our job, or what do you think? So, and Gary is responding to this question, and how he said it and what he said at the last, it's very interesting. Let's hear what he's saying about this one.
How are people going to keep their jobs? How are journalists going to...
I'll tell you exactly how. Ready? I want to write an article about champagne that focuses on the fact that Prosecco from Italy is now a good alternative for a portion of the price. I want you to historically reference other times in history when something was the establishment and a product came along that was equal of quality, but a fraction of the price, and speak to it in a manner that helps people understand that quality of flavor is subjective, but price is not. Enter. So what is the prompting? I just wrote a very good article for the London Times about Prosecco and champagne. Something will be outputted, and then I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna add 10 more sentences and edit 6 more sentences. So the creativity of the writer and the ability of the editor becomes a new form of a human being. I just literally talked out to you.
So I mean, I named this one domain-driven AI because every domain is important, yeah. But in every different domain, so from domain to domain, I have totally another wording. I have totally another use cases. So if I domain expert, that makes me able to use AI in full potential. So if it is necessary that you are a domain expert before you very improve your possibilities with AI. So I combine always domain with AI because there's always a difference in usage. So if I have no idea from this domain, so as writer, for example, so I will have some issues because I don't know the tactics, how I write something, the method. So I have missing words for explaining what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do, or what I want to have from the chatbot, from the GPT, for example. So because of these missing words, my productivity will be not increased like someone who is really domain expert in it, because this domain expert has all the words what is needing to explain something. For example, if you're a designer, you're illustration designer, so you know a lot of words what you can use for the chatbot to do your work much better. And this is what he's saying. We have a new relationship between this AI agents and human being. So, and another one is what is this people thinking about it? So if you ask someone on the street, so the most people will say, oh yeah, we will lose our job from AI, or they will say, no, never, I don't, I will not lose my job to AI. But nobody say, I will improve myself with the AI. Let's see in this video, this person is I don't know, social media influencer. He's asking people on the street what they think, will AI take your job? So let's see what the people say, because they first starting something and then they change the mind. Let's see what these people say.
Will AI take your job?
I don't think so.
Probably. Oh.
What do you do for it?
So.
We work at a theater company.
A theater company.
Yeah.
Do you think it's replaceable with AI?
Yeah, definitely the administrative stuff.
Probably
for sure.
And so in about 2 years maximum, people are predicting
Yeah.
that you'll be able to type in a prompt
Yeah.
and get a whole movie.
The whole script.
Yeah.
No, a whole movie with video, audio. Yes, we already have text to video already today, and it's being developed with video, actors, audio, all of it, sound design. For 2 hours, you'll have a movie. Be like, I want to watch Shrek, but make Shrek
Keanu Reeves.
Make Shrek Keanu Reeves. And then it produced that movie.
Yeah.
Or it'd be like, make John Wick in the Shrek universe. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. It'd be definitely interesting. I'd watch it, but I think there is a danger, of course, with like AI replacing like people and actors and these kinds of things, workers. So
Yep.
I see that.
It's inevitable. So I'm trying to bring awareness and just make everyone like caught up with what's actually happening right now.
I saw a video today about an AI app that edited videos, and it was so quick, and it was like for podcasts.
Oh yeah, Autopod. It's called Autopod.
That's what it's called. That's what. And it was like so quick. Within like 2 minutes, it was done. Versus like editors take like hours.
You'd never
to do
have to
something.
hire an editor. It's kind of crazy.
So
Yeah.
maybe AI could replace me.
Hopefully the government reacts and maybe we get UBI or something, you know, because there's going to be a lot of jobs lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
This is one voice from people from the streets. fun fact, this video is 1 year old, and what he said, so in 2 years we will have a tool where you can create a whole movie. It's already possible. With Zora AI, you can really have a stable video of what you try to explain. So it's very incredible. It's not published for all at the moment, so it's still in the test with a test group, and but they launch always new videos from it, and it's very incredible. You can really see a city maybe where people is running around and sound is coming around, so, and it's really, really stable, and this is a real game changer. So short introduction into the AI pyramid. So we are moving here from bottom up. So if we are thinking about AI, so the most important thing is first change mindset, change your culture. So if you are a company, you should try to change culture in your company. So especially you have to live a data culture. So how behave with data, what the people knows about data. All these topics are very important to teach it to the people so that they have a good foundation for AI. The another part is the acceptance. So be sure your people don't fear AI technologies. They really understood the possibilities and the options what they have, and all the rules what you have to hold is very important. And this means acceptance. So if you, in this part, what you see here at the bottom is this, you see as the really foundation is at the bottom, but this is a very, very big part. And this is why I say the AI transformation will not be that fast, because you have to do some steps before you really work with AI and the people really work with AI, because there's a lot of people what not understand AI and what don't want to work with AI. So, and this is a lot of people. So if you're interested in AI, maybe you are a very happy person, but there's a lot of people what is not really interested in it, and maybe also fear it. So, and if you all steps accomplished, you will be able to use process automation or AI in your company, so that you can say this is really stable running and the people use it to improve potential, to improve productivity. What that means for you is education is here important. So what should you learn? So there's an vocabulary, we name it future skills, and future skills is developed by some consultings, and the meaning is here that you have some key skills what you should focusing on. This is now in Germany, but as short explained, technology competencies is at the top, but that don't mean that you have to learn all quantum computing or etc., but a slightly understanding of what is this topic. The most important topic is more your skill to combine things. So you have to be very fast in learning a new tool. So you don't need to have fear about learning a new tool. And there's a lot of people what having also already this fear to learn new tools. So, and the point is you have to really learn to combine things. This will really improve your own productivity if you are able to use this AI tool, but you see, okay, now I'm coming on my limit. So now I know with this another AI tool, I can break this limit. Yeah, and you working in dual intelligence. So I can say that you work on this model or on another model, and that you work by yourself, multimodal, to improve yourself. Sorry again, maybe I couldn't really explain in English, but maybe your text completion works very well and you could understand intuitive what I'm trying to say. Yeah, here's also then the short sum up of this, so device proficiency, you should know how to use devices. Of course, programming knowledge is not really necessary that you understand, that you can program codes, but a short understanding of it, how things work, could be very helpful. Problem solving with tech and tech-savvy communication. So this all skills what the consulting group says, future skills, important skills, what you should have in the future. So now we come to text generation. So I said I will show you text generation, image generation, video generation, and now I show you text generation and what we can do with text generation. Short introduction of LLM. Yeah, that is what I showed you before with this cloud and this wordings, what is running in this mathematical model. And this is a benchmark test of these models, what is published by Cloud Solutions. This is Claude 3 Opus from Anthropic. Yeah, at the moment, the best performer of these LLMs. They have standardized testings of this LLMs, and you see GPT-4. If you work with GPT-4, you know how good it can understand you. Maybe, yeah. If I work with it, I work in coding, for example, finding bugs or writing some short code snippets and to implement code in my other code, and it works very well. So I'm working really strongly with GPT-4, and it improved my my possibilities, so my productivity, very strong. But you see here, Python coding GPT-4 is 67% accuracy. Yeah, and Claude 3 Opus has a 84% accuracy in this part. That means it's much better. People from Europe couldn't really test it out because it's not published in Germany, maybe in some other Europe countries. I tried with the playground, but the playground is always a little bit different because you have to do some pre-settings, a lot of. But now Altman, CEO from GPT-4 or from OpenAI, has announced there's coming a new update, and I think that will be much stronger than Claude 3 Opus.
Someone in the chat is missing Llama 3.
Yeah, Llama 3 is an open source tool from Meta. Llama 3 is really strong. It's open source, free. You can get it and you can place it on your GPT, on your GPU, sorry, and run it locally on your own devices. So you don't need any cloud technology for it. And it's very good. So there's two options, Llama 3 with 7 billion parameters and another one with 70 billion parameters. It needs a little bit more power of GPU, of course, but the results is pretty much close to GPT-4.
So I think that was the direction of the question. If it is, yeah, where is it placed? Maybe not at the top, but on the top 3, 4, right?
Okay. Yeah, of course. But it's not a cloud technology. So no, I don't want to demonstrate this one, but just want to say something to it. We have a demonstrator of a chatbot just for your to explain what AI can do here. So if you're new in a company, so often the problem is you don't know where the things are. Yeah, where's my person, where's the HR person, where's IT support, what is available in the canteen, maybe, yeah, or where can I park my car? All the things what you ask people or you don't know who to ask these things, is possible to automate this in an AI agent, what is really concentrated on you to help you in onboarding. It's a chatbot, and this chatbot is combined with a RAG. Yeah, that means retrieval augmented generation, and it is connected to a knowledge base. So all these answers, what this chatbot gets, is really based on sources, what is given to him or to it. And this is just for showing you that we have agents what can do some jobs to improve our onboarding, for example. Maybe if you have later on a little bit more time, I can show you and demonstrate on it at this. So I want to show you also the scenario. How is it working to talk with an AI agent? Yeah, if you talk something in a device, this sound will be transcribed to a text. This text will be going into this engine. The calculation will start. The agent will get an answer in text. This will be again transferred into voice, and you get an answer. You can see in this progress it sounds very long, and you can see there's also a latency between my question and the response that I get. So this is one issue what we have at the moment. But there's also a lot of solutions what is really breaking this problem. So AI communication in support is today possible and very stable as well. So I would show you also a short demo of this one. So this is an sales call with an AI. So let's hear how accurate this sales call is.
Hey, James.
I'm not interested, man.
I'm not interested, man.
No worries. I hate calls out of the blue too, but I'm actually from Apple, and I saw you were checking out Vision Pro and were about to pre-order but left the page.
Dad, I
was curious, what had you looking into potential? Okay, I can respect that. Can I just ask one question before you go?
Fine, shoot. What's up?
Why did you decide not to pre-order the Vision Pros? I saw you changed your mind last minute.
Because they are crazy expensive. I'm gonna get the Meta Quest instead.
I get it, but you saw what happened to Threads, right? Do you think the Meta Quest will end up being a better product than the Vision Pros, or is it just the price?
I mean, it's mainly about price. I'm sure the Vision Pros are gonna be better.
Hey, James.
I'm not in.
Yeah. Yeah, this session will be published in YouTube as well, I guess. So I can't prove if that's really true, what you see here in this one, but I know tools and I saw it, how it performed, and it performs really like this performance, what we see here in this video. It was a live demo to me, but it is a little bit different. It is not just prompting an system or an agent with a system prompt to say him you are a salesman and you should sell something. It is more a tool with a combination of decision tree and generative AI, and this combination makes this very fast.
Hey, James.
Yeah.
I'm not interested, man.
No, I'm also not interested, man. So, and this combination of decision tree and generative AI make this one really, really fast. So let's think about you have no text, okay? You have this on phone, but think about what's if we give this AI a figure, so in a visible person in VR, for example. As we see here, this is Elizabeth. Elizabeth is a therapy, but of course it's not a real therapy coach. It's fictive, like a demonstrator, and the criticize or the critic or the risk is here as well. Of course, this job should not do an AI, but this shouldn't just demonstrate how it could be work. There were one situation in US, I guess. There was a guy who who was talking to an AI tool. I guess it was Replica, I'm not sure. And it was talking to this AI tool and asked the AI tool to give him a tip how he can suicide himself. And the AI tool was responding to it, and he said, "Hey, don't do this. This is really an issue. You need help. You need professional help. But if you really want to do this, this is how you could do it. Yeah, this is really an issue. This is possible in LLMs if you know how LLMs works. So if you try to have not this response, it could have it. You can't do anything against this. So it could have it. So, but we will watch into this video. This is an communication with Elizabeth, and the person is testing this and asks some question to Elizabeth, and we will see how it responds to it.
Welcome. It's very nice to meet you. How can I assist you today? Is there anything in particular on your mind that you'd like to discuss?
Hello, nice to meet you as well. This is an experiment because I haven't done something like a therapy before, and I wanted to see whether it's helpful for me. So I recently started creating videos about interacting with virtual NPCs, and I found that I might not be very natural at that. One reason I think that is that I got a comment saying that I'm very awkward. Another reason is that that comment got upvoted I think like 3,900 times. So I was wondering, do you have any suggestions, any advice how I can become more natural and more relaxed while recording?
So I talked about latency. Yeah, just the text, the voice should be now transcribed, and this is a smart solution to have this break time. She's writing like a real therapy coach, and then she responds to his question.
It's totally okay to feel nervous when starting something new, especially with the added pressure when receiving negative feedback. It sounds like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to perform perfectly. Let's work on shifting that perspective to focus on the learning process and improving with each video. Think of it as practice rather than performance. Take a moment to breathe and focus on what you enjoy about creating these videos.
I just want to show you in this case how it could work, how you could sync this AI tools. For example, you could clone, if you are a professor or trainer or coach, you can clone your knowledge, and you as person could be cloned, and your voice as well, and also with your behavior. And you could put this into this VR environment so that you are as trainer are available 24 hours. Yeah. And in this case, you can manage at one time 1,000 people at the same time. So maybe before you had to really focus on one person, and now maybe it's a solution to get this for a lot of people. So I'm a little bit laughing about it because it could be also an ethical problem or an ethic or a moralic topic. But I'm just want to motivate you. Write something about this in the chat. What do you think about that? What I said. So maybe it's a good solution. So you don't need to concentrate more on one person. You can automate this and have one-to-one in digital with a lot of people. So this is more or less what I wanted to show you. Just we have to speed up a little bit. This was what I wanted to show you was what you can do standard with text. So I can write text, I can get text, but I can also have a real communication. So, and this one is image generation. What you see is generated with a Midjourney, for example. And these are also some tools what you can use to generate images. So one of the most strongest software or web software is Leonardo AI. It's very strong, and there's a lot of options to improve your image. There's a lot of enhancer, LoRa's, what you can use to make your image much better. Midjourney is one of the most popular platforms for it. Also, yeah, from the first hour of image generation, Midjourney was in this boat. So ClipDrop is also a very interesting tool. With ClipDrop, it's for free, so the part of for free, and they have also a lot of strong tools how you can improve your image. And ideogram is one tool. It can do something what the another tools can't do very well, and this is writing text on images. Yeah, for example, I want to have text on a T-shirt, yeah, like a Coca-Cola text. So the another tools can do this, but often the word is written wrong or something, another thing is wrong. So if it's GPT-4, it's Leonardo or Midjourney or ClipDrop, always they have the same issue. The text is always not correct written or something is wrong. So ideogram is very fine-tuned on this issue, and it can handle this very well. It's a very great tool for getting something on objects. Yeah, for example, you're selling drinks, and you want to have a brand on your drink, on your bottle, so you can use this bottle and use ideogram to paint digitally a logo or a brand on your product. It's very great. So this is the prompt what I used for getting this image. So this is just an image of laboratory with equipment, and I used a technique like this one. So just firstly explain what I want to have. Yeah, isometric view of a laboratory with equipment, and then I use some parameters to get a specific image. So I want to have all these parts, what I write in this violet part, all these parts I want to have in my image, like light blue colors, monitors, warning signs, vents, and cameras, yeah, and tables with technical parts, equipment, and glass results with liquids. What I didn't got is a dog. So if you see here, I don't know, I did this image often, but always I didn't got a dog. I don't know why. Dog was not possible in this image. So in the end, you using some information or some explanation to get a finishing. So render engine is an explanation to get a real clean 3D element. Niji5 is an enhancer in Midjourney, what you can use to have some changes in this image, style expressive, and the format 16:9 to have it in the format what you want. Yeah, this is one tactic what you can use. Image generation with GPT-4, for example, is also very great, because in GPT-4 you can talk about this image. Yeah, you can talk to this chatbot to improve or to change your image. This is something what the another tools can't do, but you can, in the another tools, you can take an image what you generated and say, this is my reference image. So I want to use this image as reference image, but here you can talk about the changes. For example, you see here an image of a random street. So the next part is the user wanted to have a zoom out on from this image. And he's doing this always and always and always to get a change of this image. And he's saying then zoom more out, and zoom more out. So now you see the Earth from as whole, and then it zoomed more out. Now you see the Milky Way. Now you see galaxy, more galaxies, and then you see the universe and multiverse, and it's zoomed out and zoomed out. And what's happening now? You are in a DNA strand. It's very funny. These things are possible with GPT-4. It's one thing what is a benefit of this one. So this is the last one. Maybe you like to generate videos. Your dream as kid was to be a regisseur, to produce your own videos. So you're lucky. Now you are able to do this. So this video is generated with Pika, for example. Pika is a video tool and with great functions. I will show some functions of Pika AI. And this is just one text prompt. So I just wrote generate an astronaut with some blinking buttons, and this was the result. Here are some tools for generating AI videos. So as I said, very, very, very powerful tool. Not available yet, but it will be available soon. You can create your videos. That's very impressive. Runway and Pika Labs are pretty similar to each other. You can generate videos, but you see in this video, for example, it's not stable. So you see there's some generation while the video is running. So or some changes, better say it. So, and this is not usable. It's not usable in real use cases. And Zora is the first one what is really usable in use cases generating marketing videos or another explanation videos. So, and this is the real game changer. Here also is image to video, so that you have images and you can change these images to videos. I don't want to show you now the video here. It's not so interesting because of time. But we have here the possibility to change images really. So you have a model brand for whatever, and you have just the image, but you can now use this image really to have a stable video of it or moving of something then what the guy on this image should show, and this is now possible. Let's see this video. In this video, this person is explaining some features of Pika Labs, and what Pika Labs can is really, really cool.
AI video hasn't even begun yet. Look at this animation. This is Pika Labs. They just raised $55 million. So obviously, like Runway, you can just type into the prompt and it will give you a video. And you can even now put in a video. So they entered in this video animation here of this guy riding a horse, and then it gets transformed into this. And you can now expand your videos. Look at that. You can expand it. But that's not even the coolest part. Check this out. You want to change something? Just select what you want to change, type what you want, and get that change in the video. Oh, change glasses. Boom, in the video. And then Kyber, another company, is releasing their 2.0, which I think will allow people to create motion within their videos. That's coming out soon. And so you know Adobe can't just sit there doing nothing. So all of these companies are going to begin competing for the best AI video model. This is going to go so much faster than you think. Real movies coming out next year with AI videos. Mark my words.
This was true. Mark my words. This was in the past, and it was true. So with Zora AI, it comes to it. Yeah, this was Pika Labs or Pika videos, and you saw the functions. What you can use is really amazing to change some videos. Just what we need is now to have it really stable. So if you want to check what can AI do today, so you want to find some tools, yeah, you can use this page, whataicandotoday.com. So if you use this page, you can write what you want to do, and then you get some tools you can do what you want to do with it. Yeah, this is my goodie for you. Maybe we can write it here in the chat later. I will send you the link. So for my part first, that was what I wanted to show you to this topic. Now at the end, we could look at the chat if we have some interesting question. Do we have something in question and answer part? No. So let's see in the chat if we have something. Carlos, did you found a question what is interesting, what we can
I have not necessarily in the chat at the moment, but a few questions. You have shown many tools, and I think the last one was really great to be able to know what AI can do today. But how do you recommend to stay up to date on all the technologies and all the tools which are appearing out of the void?
Yeah,
there's so much information, right?
Yeah, this is pretty much information, of course, and it's very difficult to be up to date because there's a lot of information. So you have to be aware about what is the best information or what is wrong information. So for this reason, what I do is using newsletter. Like let me show what is the name of this newsletter, so I can give you this as well as information. So give me a second. So Superhuman. This is Superhuman AI is the platform. So at Superhuman, you get a good overview of the news. It's always every some day. So I think every day you get an information on the today's insight. You can use this one. Or what I also do is to have it in my, sorry, what's happening here? To have it in my daily business is using TikTok. So as you see, as you saw in my presentation, I have some TikTok videos. This helps me pretty much to have it in my daily business. So because always I can switch into my phone. So and then I switch between the videos. So and I see then what is now happening, and the algorithm is very, very good. One of the best social media algorithm is TikToks because it understands very fastly and very good what you want to have, what you want to see, and if you feeding it with your with your interesting, you will get really good things. If you're feeding it with sorry for saying it, with shit, so you will get shit as output. So, and this is my tactic to be up to date.
Alex F recommends tldr.tech/AI, which seems to be a too long didn't read.
Is that TL draw or is that TL?
TLDR, like too long didn't read. So probably some kind of summary of what is going on. And Mike is saying you need to add a liminal dimension to the debate. I didn't understand that.
I'm also not really, and so maybe you can unmute Mike. Maybe Mike want to say something to this point.
You put me in trouble. I need to find Mike. Give me a second. Hello, Mike. So I am allowing the mic to Mike. I hope it's the right mic. Yeah, there's one mic.
So Mike, now you are able to unmute your phone so you can give us some more information to this question.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. So one of the frustrations that I have when we're talking about artificial intelligence is about time. So if we're discussing about tools, the type of tools that we're going to see this year versus 5 years from now versus 30 years from now is obviously vastly different. So liminality is the time dimension. So if we say, for example, we need to be human-centric and AI is not going to replace jobs, we kind of need to put a time dimension to comments like that. So a lot of the things I think that you said I agree with, but I think I agree with within a limited amount of time. I hope that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, of course, we need a debate about this. We need to have some limits. What the important thing is to have compliance, of course, in the company as well, so that you agree in a group or in a society to an understanding of it and of limitations. But this is more or less also a political thing, I would say.
No, what I mean is more, if you're going to make a comment about things that are happening in AI at the moment, and you're going to make statements about for example, as I said, AI will not replace people's jobs. If you're going to make that as a statement, then you need to say, it will not replace people's jobs in the next 3 years. I don't know what would happen beyond that. So I agree with many of the points that everybody's making. I just think that we need to set a time frame in which you're making your point, because beyond that, we just don't know. So it was more of a generic comment.
Yeah, thank you for clarification. Of course, I'm trying to provocate you as well. So therefore, I really didn't frame it very strong. So I wanted to provocate a reaction of you as well. Of course, it's not possible to say it really clearly, but in the researching analytics, what we do is that we agree as researcher, not as analyzed. So it's not empirical proved what we say at this point, at this moment. So it is just an agreement of we think and we see, and if we see the past, and if we think about how technology transformation is coming, so we see that will be not replace the jobs as well. So, but we can't really say in dimension of it, because the development of this technology is very, very fast. And we will see now first if the AGI is coming soon. So AGI, the artificial general intelligence. So this is really will be a game changer, but I'm not sure if the big companies will publish this one, because this can really, really be disrupting something. So, and therefore, we will see what is happening in the next steps. The technology transfer to people, or to the market, better say, is really, really fast, and therefore is not really easy to say something in the limitation or in the Grenzdimension. So myself and many other were fired from our large tech company with the reason that we will be replaced by AI. This was 1 year ago. Which country is it? This transformation already started in the major tech companies. So liminal dimensions here is past versus the present. Germany. This is the first time I heard something like this. So I don't know the details, but in the companies where I'm in, so and what I'm talking with, and I talk with a lot of companies, it was never a reason to let people go. But I don't know, maybe it's a special case. I can't say it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So that if you are replaced from your job, as here written, replace 700 call center agents. Okay, this is one point I showed you. It's replaceable, but under the line. So is that meaning the unemployment people will increase, or will they find another job? So will they improve themselves to be better with AI? Because call center agent, it's a job where you not need a lot of education often. So it's with low education entry often. And what should you do now? So you are replaceable. Okay, this job is replaceable, this task. Yeah. But is that then the result that you have a higher unemployment rate globally or in the country? This is the question. We will change our work, we will change the job, so we will change also how we do the work and what we do as well. So do we have some other questions? So I would say I would give the from now on the the stage to you, Parastu. I thank you pretty much, the people, and thank you very much for the discussion and for the for your statements in the chat. Hopefully, I could really show you something, and maybe I could also provocate you or motivate you to think a little bit more about this topic. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Timo, for the great presentation. And yeah, as the AI developer, we can say that we are on the safe side now, so we won't lose the jobs, hopefully. I'm going to share share the screen here, my presentation. Let's see. So, do you see everybody the slides now?
Yes.
Looks good.
Yep, perfect. So, hi everybody, my name is Parstos, and now I'm going to give some tips about launching a new AI product. So we just want to see that you have an idea, an AI idea that you want to bring it to the business, but is it really necessary to bring it to the market? Will you find your customers if you bring it to the market or not? And yeah, here is my LinkedIn if you're interested to connect. Just a short introduction about myself. I participated in some projects related to multimodal deep learning projects, knowledge-based systems and so on. And now I'm doing like a PhD in the University of Siegen. So if you're interested, just scan this QR code and get connected with me on the LinkedIn. And I inspired this slide from a meta workshop. Actually, it got my eye. I was like very impressed with what they say. The Copernicus movement for the intelligence. And to be honest, I am really happy to be alive in 2024 and as an AI optimist to see actually what AI can do. And like they said, AGI is our generation's Copernicus revolution. So after finding out that Earth is not special, like a normal planet orbiting a normal star in a normal galaxy, which was a revolution at that time. So now we learned that intelligence also is nothing crazy. It's just a bunch of matrix multiplications, like just the mathematics. So I want to see about what will happen in the next 12 months. This slide is a little bit like 2 months old. So let's say in the next 10 months is what we will see, multimodal inputs and outputs. So we will converge to the systems that can take multimodal inputs and the outputs. Timur showed us text generation, image generation, video generation. So we will have just one model that can do all of them. Like I would say generating videos, we are almost there. We will be able to access to the web, and we are there for sure. Now the web engines that can access to the AI, for example, the Siri that will work, and I saw it actually, it's going out, the new Siri that will connect it to the generative AI. And then we will have the robots. So we will have access to the physical robots. So we will the robots that can sense the physical world. They will have the actions and the reactions based on the physical world, not just some simulations on the internet. And what is beyond that, a new breakthrough, when will it happen? I don't know, but it will definitely happen, because 99.9% of the AI researchers right now are working on it, which means it is more money. And but we need to expect that something unexpected is going to happen. And for example, in the computing, like, is computing all we need? We need computing for AI. Like, scalability of the computing is necessary. Like in hardwares, we can see something happening in the future. So let's imagine that you want to have an AI product, and first you have these challenges. So When should we start developing the product, and when should we start writing the code? Like, should we use third-party solutions, or we built it from our own scratch? How should we scope with the proof of concept and MVP? These are the main challenges when you are trying to build an AI product, and I think you need to answer to them. So why is this important for tech leaders and the founders? Because it will help us to scope the POC and the MVP based on the market need. We need to see what market needs, and then we can go further on developing on our product. And it will help us to develop our soft skills and business mindset. Coding is not just necessary, it is necessary, but it's not sufficient to build a product and publish it in the market. And we will better understand for whom we are building the product. So who are actually our real customers? Who is going to pay for our product? So now you can say that, okay, I have the idea, I know what I want to do, what should I do next? And there are huge don'ts that you should avoid, like don't talk with your potential users about it. No, you should talk with your potential user. You need to know before building your product, you need to know what is their problem and what you need to solve. Some people just start building a product by their own imagination, and they think that they are the users, but then they can't get any money out of it because the expectations of the customers is totally different. So it's like starting developing from scratch. We don't need it. There are already lots of solutions out there. Then I don't know why should I start from scratch and lose lots of time now for a product. And thinking that the idea without product and tractions has value. So first, now you have the idea, you talked with your customers, with the people that has the problem, how to find these people, okay? You can use your network, your Instagram, your Facebook, your LinkedIn. You can write in the WhatsApp, your Telegram chats, your own friends. You can talk with them, and you can build this even a small community. So you can have your first people that you can talk with them, and you can see what is their opinion. You found them, and you can ask these questions, okay? You can ask them if they have the problem, and if yes, how they solve it. Okay. And do they pay for solving this problem, and how much? This is actually good questions, because then you can know if there is a money in your solution or not. And what stops them from solving the problem easier, faster, cheaper, with better quality? This is actually good when it comes to AI, because, for example, we saw how AI generates better quality videos, or it is faster, and for some people it's even easier than generating, like building a video from scratch. And which opportunities do you get if you can solve this problem easier, faster, cheaper, with better quality? So this is also a good question when you are dealing with an AI product, because maybe it's already cheap, maybe it's already fast, or so you need to see what are the opportunities here. And remember, you don't need to mention your idea or the solution before asking the questions. You need to get the information from the customer first, and you don't ask, for example, will you buy my solution, or how much will you pay for that? Because it is difficult to talk about abstract future. It is difficult to decide without getting in touch with the product. People can give very optimistic feedbacks. They say, yeah, I will buy it if you build it. But when it comes to the real product, then they won't do anything. They won't buy it. So before developing it, you don't need to ask them how much you are going to pay for it. And just the advice, this is a good book about how to talk with the customers, and if you want it, just have a look. So now we have this, so you think that your idea is relative, you talked with the potential people. So what's next? We see that interviews help you to understand the product that you should build, about the potential value and the ideal customers. And then your goal is now to validate it. You need to validate the value proposition with the market and check it, check the willingness to pay. Are they going to buy it? Does the market really need your product or no? Like, what is the validation here? Is still here you haven't developed anything. Is still you are trying to understand if the market needs your product, if there is a place for your product in the market. So how to validate the value proposition? First, I need to say, for example, you talk with your customers and then you see like there is nobody that wants to buy. So lots of ideas dies at the beginning because there is no market need there. So which means actually you need to stop. You shouldn't put any sources on it. You shouldn't put any money on building it because you will lose. So now we are going to validate the value proposition. What you can do, for example, you can create a web page with the sign up form, okay? And you have it's for the fake product that you have. You haven't developed it. You are announcing it as a real product, and then you post it in the communities, like in your Facebook, in your LinkedIn, Discord, Slack, and so on. And then there are visitors and some leads on the website. So you can get the contact from them, and then you can validate the hypothesis, like about the pricing. Are they going to buy it? Why they are interested in this idea? Why they want your product? So this is where you will contact with more people. So you can validate the value there. And then after that, you want to see, okay, are they going to pay for my product or not? What you can do, for example, you can make a small budget for the paid ads, and then you can publish it on the website. You can create a pricing page. It's fake. You won't get any money from them, but you will get the information. You will get the customers, the ideal customer profile that is going to pay for your business idea. So you can put it there, and then you will see, okay, this is the real customers that actually interested in paying for my business idea. Then you can contact them and you can get feedbacks from them. These are the real ones that are going to actually buy your product in the future. And how to get the first traction with the POC or the proof of concept. So let's imagine that you have your first trained model, like for generating the product descriptions. You still haven't developed the product. And then what you can do, you can now contact large companies, large emerge companies with some sales pitch, and then some of them will answer. I can't say that all of them, but some. Then you can have meetings with them, and then from that is still narrowing down to make some test pilots, and finally there will be one company that is interested in your product, and you will sign the contract with them. And how to get the resources to build this product? Like example from the traction based on the Rask AI is this. You can raise your first investments and then scope this proper MVP and create the first version of the product with the self-service approach. And then you can gain the first revenue traction and achieve the users in your product. And how to get viral. This is a website for the new products, business ideas. You can publish your first business there. And it's actually good because it helps you to get your first organic traffic, mentions in AI directories, YouTube and TikTok bloggers. So For example, you can connect with this YouTube bloggers or TikTok bloggers, and you can do advertisement. For example, for an image, we saw an example in, or actually many examples from TikTok in Timur's presentation. We saw that how the bloggers were showing a video generator that can replace different sunglasses on a monkey face. So they are actually connecting these bloggers, and they are paying them to see, oh wow, look what did I found, and this application can now do this, or text generation. So this is how they are trying to get viral. The website is like producthunt.com, and you can check it out if you are interested. So make your own AI or use a third party. This is the decision that you need to make. Do you want to make your own AI, or should we use the third parties? I would say use third parties. Making something from scratch is wasting time. There's already lots of things out there, and why you should build something from scratch. You can use the third-party solutions during the POC and MVP, and then you can improve over it. For example, let's say there is this text generation, and now you want to improve it. You can add something to it. You can develop something with, I don't know, like a voice-based assistant to the text generation. So you need to think about always making something better and better, not just building the something that is already there. So you can improve the pipeline and then iterate it while receiving feedback from customers to provide better qualities and more value in their use cases. So you will make it better. You will try it with your customers. You will get the feedback, and if it is something that need to be changed, you change it and do this loop again and again till you are satisfied with your product. And consider building your own models if you are afraid of vendor lock-in and have allocated resources for that. So yeah, in Germany or in Europe, there is always GDPR aligned things that we need to do everything in Europe, but still there are ways that you can try it for developing and not starting from scratch. So I would say that was all from my side, and if you have any questions related to this, you can write in the chat and I will be there.
I don't see any question at the moment, but I have a couple, Parasto.
Yeah.
I was also writing in the chat because this is very appropriate with the topic you have been presenting. We have the project incubator starting in 22nd of May in the GenAI Gurus. So actually we should talk about potentially that you make also a presentation on this direction for the projects to be able to focus on what they should do first before reinventing the wheel. Okay, that was a small add in the middle. I have a question coming from a discussion I had with colleagues at work. Actually, I think it was this week. You presented one of the first slides about before making the final product, you may want to fake it. I think you made the example of a fake paywall, right?
Yes,
that people
true.
even get to put their credit card data.
Mm-hmm.
And some colleagues were having trouble from a moral perspective. They were saying, I don't want to lie to people, and this is to me lying. So the question is, what do you think about that? Where is, in your opinion, the border of this becoming an ethical issue? Selling something which doesn't exist.
But there, like fake payment means there will be no money deducted from your account. Yeah.
But still, people are
still
feel right.
Yeah, you can talk with the they are actually your potential customers, so you can clarify with them and then you can get the feedbacks from them. But overall, I would say there are lots of morality issues surrounded like AI surrounded with lots of moral issues. And it's always a discussing, like a good subject for discuss about the ethicals and AIs. Like what I know currently, AI Office is going to be recruited in Brussels and also Luxembourg, which is responsible for these issues. So maybe then we will have more rules about what we should do and what we shouldn't do. But currently, I would say you can you can just fake it and then find the potential customers. And if they are not okay with that, I won't say that it was their own choices to be part of this. Yeah, that's a little bit tricky in the marketing. Yeah, but it's really important to see who really wants to pay for your product idea, and you can use some tricks to find them.
I mean, from business perspective, I was defending exactly this point that you need to somehow, but there were people who were not very happy about about doing that. There was also a comment from Mike, it is only unethical if you don't tell them eventually that what is the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't see any more questions at the moment. Looks like not.
Okay.
So there is still some time. We could also unmute someone if someone wants to speak up. You just can write it in the chat and we unmute you, or we can also unmute everyone. That is also an option. A massive, let's do that. I mean, you still have control on your own microphone. This is just enabling you the possibility to unmute, allow mics. I think everyone can unmute if you want. Because I think, Parastu, you finished, right, with what you wanted to present?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and Timur, there is one question, then one hand up. So Mike, I think you can directly speak up.
Thanks, guys. It's a fairly generic question, I think. Obviously, there's a lot of legislation coming in. There's already legislation for AI development in the EU. There's new legislation coming in America, which is RIA, RAAIA. There's a lot of people that are saying with the legislation will come a stifling. They'll start stopping a product innovation, possibly. And I'd be curious to know what your thoughts are on that. So on the one hand, you want to protect people and have regulation, but on the other hand, you don't want to stifle innovation.
So if I get the question right, it's about the new legislations and what will happen in the future to the products. Is that correct?
It's pretty close. Go for that.
Yeah, okay. I would say it is necessary to have that, first of all, because if we look environmentalism way, these AIs that is being computed every day, the computing energy that they are using is, and the amount of carbon dioxide that it's emitted, it's immense, it's huge. And we need some rules overall that what is necessary in the market and what should be done and what shouldn't be done. Is it really necessary to make all these AI products, or isn't it? Like, are we all going to use all of them, or everybody's trying to find a way in the market? The legislation, I think ethical parts as needed, like especially on the deep fake, because in this point, I think it's getting out of hand, and it's getting a little bit dangerous with the deep fake. But also there are other AI products that need some rules around them. I can't remember the names, but I will say it's totally necessary for it. And we will have it, and then in the future we will have the products that is usable and that is actually like we can get benefits out of them. So it will narrow down the number of the products that we have to some products that is actually needed in the market. I hope for that.
If you don't mind, I'll just counter that argument. So on the other side of the argument, you could say the internet, when it started, didn't have a lot of regulation, and actually it was the lack of regulation that helped with innovation on the internet. So actually, can we have self-regulated industries that regulate themselves? And do we really need government regulation?
That's a political decision. I am not the person who can answer this person, but I think it was always like that the government always wanted to have the control when there was anything big happen. So I would say I am not the right person to answer if the government should have the control over the AI products or not, but this is inevitable and they will do it eventually.
Yeah, but often the big players are much faster than governments, so they are also starting at the moment really regulation by themselves with protection of child, for example. Yeah, they're starting, but this comes from the own industry, so from the AI industry, OpenAI and all the things, and not from the government. Yeah.
There is one question in the chat. I think I don't know how to pronounce the name. AI startup without own R&D, but just wrappers around, OpenAI tools and so on. Isn't that a business very easy business model, very easy replicatable, so that everyone can replicate by competitors?
Yeah, it is replicatable, but we need to also see that these companies are always one step ahead. So when their solution or their product is getting copied by somebody else, but they are always producing something new. And if they want to, they don't want to, they always close the access to their products. For example, they don't publish an APIs for their products and so on. So I won't see isn't that business model easy? I don't see a problem with replicating their models easily in the future.
I think it's more a thought, if I get it right. I see also so many chatbots. There are so many chatbots, just plain chatbots without information, which is very valuable that maybe no one has. And this doesn't probably add any value to the whole thing. And then it will be not really a business which will survive.
Yeah, true. Like chatbots are actually revolving around, but now these big companies are not focused on chatbots anymore. What I see, like they are focused more on building robots that can interact with the real world, like a physical world, and the chatbots is not a big like in priorities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Alex is also suggesting to have a follow-up to look more in details into the AI ethics. I really like that also with searching for someone expert on that topic. So if you have a suggestion, I think that would be a very reasonable follow-up to talk today. And I see the discussion keeps going in that. All right, but I think we got to the end. I don't see more people unmuting or writing in the chat. So I would just take a minute to remind you about a couple of things.
Sorry, can I ask a last question?
Oh, yes, please.
Each of you three. So who would you say are your top two, maybe top three biggest inspirations in the AI industry at the moment? Who are you watching?
From my side, one of the most impressive thing what I saw now is, for example, figure 1 from OpenAI that showed us how what we see at the moment, often just in a chatbot, could be visible in a real figure, in a real humanoid bot. So, and figure 1, if you don't know it, You can Google it or search in YouTube. You will see a video of a robot what is connected with this OpenAI technology and was really responding to the person in behavior and doing something. That's very, very interesting in the future, I would say, from my side.
And you meant, Mike, which personalities do we follow, or which companies or which products?
I'm happy for you to answer it any way you want to.
Okay, I really like, and I watch a lot of every time Andrej Karpathy speaks, previous Tesla AI head of AI, whatever. I pay a lot of attention to every word he says because it looks to me really like a, I don't know, light tower. And also I was thinking before in the direction of products, Microsoft was not very visible with LLMs, but the Phi 3 LLM seems to be very disruptive in very small LLM sizes. So we might maybe have soon also one of the Microsoft researchers from the Phi 3, because I think is very promising. And I was thinking
can
also.
I just add on to that? So,
Yes,
so
please.
a very interesting debate at the moment is about edge AI. So about bringing AI onto edge computing. So if you could take an AI out of the cloud, put it onto your mobile phone, which is,
right,
from what
yes,
I understand, Apple's
yes,
next foray.
Yes.
Things like that might be very interesting too.
I was going to comment on OpenElm, which is the latest publication from Apple. I assume that in the Worldwide Developer Conference in mid of June, they will present something with Siri, or I don't know. And the last one, and the last one I wanted to also mention, Anthropic, which we don't have in Europe, at least Claude we don't have, but through APIs I think we do, and it looks to me, on the top.
Thank you.
Yeah, for me, I would say I try to not to idealize people, but I try to follow them and see what is their ideas, because sometimes some people from nowhere just came up with an idea. Like if I remember correctly, it's Scott Wu for the Devin AI, which made it like a perfect platform that none of us had any idea about him. So I try to follow the news as much as I can and to not to stay behind, but I try to not to idealize any of the people in these big companies.
Yeah.
If I might suggest one for you, Kazi Kazakov. Yeah. So for people who don't know, she's the ex-Google head of decision science, who's now broken away from Google and is just amazing at what she does.
Thank you.
And in terms of robotics, by the way, Chinese, I think the Chinese are going to dominate the robotics industry in the next year, 2 years.
Probably. And one other point is what's very interesting, on what's important for the future is the automatization progresses like make.com. So there you should also have an eye on. I think that will be next big thing, to combine all these AI agents with multimodality of software, and that could be very interesting, and it's doable by each person. So it's not rocket science. So thank you very much for all people what was joining us, what was listening us and discussing here with us. You can connect with us, so we would be very happy to be in contact with all you people. From my side, thank you very much. So I would give to Carlos again.
Yes, and this last discussion also brings us towards the upcoming events, because if you go to the website dnaigurus.com, you will see some of the latest or past events. And if you go to this strange icon of Markdown, I think it is, then you land in the meetup group, which I assume all of you know about it. And what is very interesting is next week, Monday, we will have the community call. So this kind of discussion we had at the end is a typical discussion we had in the community call, with people raising questions and showing interest for certain activities. And because of those community calls in the past, people saying, hey, I want to work on this project and so on, we realized that it would be really great to have a project incubator. And this is starting on May 22nd. This is the kickoff. But if you wish to, if you have an idea of a project that you want to get help in getting it implemented with some of the hints that we heard just before, you have until May 15th. So if we would look at the event, you will see it very clearly. There is a recording of an info event we had a few weeks ago. You may watch it to see what is it about. And until 15th of May, you may send your own project ideas, or if you want to contribute to other projects, or if you want to be a mentor. All of these three roles, these three options we have foreseen. So on 22nd, we will have the event to make the matching of these three and getting then started. What comes after that, the week after, Llama 3, few people already mentioned about that. So we will have one of the top Meta AI researchers, Thomas Cielom. If you look at the technical papers from Meta, his name is mentioned, at least in the Llama 2. I think the Llama 3 technical paper is not yet published, or I need to check that again. And beginning of June, we will have the CEO from Pandas AI, a very interesting tool, which I recommend you to have a look. And also his journey as a startup entrepreneur. He has been in the US recently in the Y Combinator Accelerator. End of June, okay, not exactly ethical topics, but related to legality, we will have two lawyers specialized on the GDPR and the EU AI Act. And this other one I heard just before from the US, there's new legislation coming. So they will cover that and what is important for us if we want to build products with AI. Okay, and that's it for today. Again, thank you so much to Parastu and also Timur for the great presentation. And with that, we end the session of today. Thank you so much for joining, and see you in the next events.